Super fast tortoise in the game, ready to ignite. Put up a fight, gonna leave them all in fright. Playing Magic the Gathering on a Saturday night. Summoning creatures, casting spells with all his might. Sipping on more coffee to stay awake and bright. Caffeine runs fueling his creativity inside. Got a YouTube channel where he's shining so bright. MTG3, the show that takes flight. He's a lyrical beast, spitting fire with every bite. Rap metal flow, pounding beats to inside. No one can stop him, he's on a meteoric height. Super fast tortoise, the champion of the fight.
Good morning, hope you're up. Enjoy that coffee in your cup. Good morning from the shelf. Super fast tortoise does so well. Sit back, relax, time to chillax. Face the facts, morning coffee show intact. Let's enjoy the show, let's enjoy the flow. Morning coffee is the best. Chatting with friends, we are blessed. Treated and move, coffee for every dude. Have fun, enjoy the show. Let this channel grow. Let's enjoy the show. Morning coffee is the best. Chatting with friends, we are blessed. Treated and move, coffee for every dude.
Well, hello, everybody out there in Chatland. Welcome to Super Fast Tortoise. We're smooth talking, calm natured, and all ready to have a good morning. How are you doing?
That was very, very smooth.
Yeah, it was.
Felt like I was listening to AM 1150 and the Super Fast Tortoise radio show.
That's right, the radio show. Because you heard this podcast on the AM radio, Welcome everybody. Welcome to Super Fast Tortoise for reals. We got mugenfool, hillbilly, Hellwheeler, and KJ here at the helm. How's it going?
Going pretty good. Pretty good.
Good. How you doing, Hellwheeler?
I'm doing good. It's still a cold day today. Yeah, I'm waiting for the summertime to come back, or at least the sun to start coming back. But you know,
Yeah.
for now, I just have to keep grabbing a cat and plonking it on my lap to stay warm.
That's right. Cats are natural born heaters.
Exactly.
That's
Got to
right.
use them for something.
That's right. You don't feed them for nothing.
They got to make their way in the house somehow. Like, come on, I'm doing stuff. They can't just live here for free. They've got to do something.
That's
and if
right.
that means being a heater, then they have to be a heater.
That's right. Now, mugenfool, how are you doing? Did we just get memed by mugenfool?
Oh, this is a quick start to the mugenfool meme today.
I reckon.
KJ, how's it going on?
Oh, I'm going good, Captain. But we got a problem. There'd be Klingons on the vessel in the port bow. Oh, sorry. Doing pretty good. Little brain dead today, I got to admit. You know, coffee doesn't seem to be working. But we're working on it.
We're working on it. Working like a scratch record, you know? Yeah. You guys are so calm today. You guys are so relaxed and jived. You guys are so stracked. You guys are so Star Trek. Yeah, you guys came here for the Star Trek.
I'm back.
Of course you are. After I tried introducing you to the show.
Sorry, Grandma called me and I need my help. I'm sorry about that, chat. And guys, Grandma called. You know how that is.
Yeah.
Gotta take over our elders.
That's right. That's right. Gotta take care of the elders. The Elder Dragon Highlanders. Whoa, EDH. All right. Thinking of smooth sounds of the 80s. Here we go. We got KJ from 2086 coming back from the future to warn us not to drink coffee without creamer. It's bad for you.
I think with the way my body's going, we're going coffee black, and we just extra sugar.
Extra
Nothing
sugar.
wrong with coffee and a good black coffee with some lovely 3, 4, 5, 6 spoonfuls of sugar. Sorry, did I say that? I meant one. One. I'm listening.
Yeah, you sound like my sister. She'd make coffee and she'd like do like half a cup of sugar, half a cup of coffee.
It actually sounds good though.
I have cut down on the amount of sugar I put in my coffee. I have, it used to be several spoonfuls, and now I'm slowly trying to cut half a spoonful out each time. And then it goes back up again.
It goes back up. Like you have one of my sister's coffee. When someone asks you what's up, you're like, my sugar level.
Oh yeah. Like, I swear, if I'm not diabetic, then it's somehow the amount of sugar I'm having is somehow keeping me from that. And I go on the gist of, let's just stay at this sugar level, because if I change it, something's going to happen. And I'm sure it's not going to be good.
My pancreas. we'll pretend that doesn't exist.
Pancreas? Don't you mean my kidney?
My body in general.
Fair enough.
Well, I'll tell you what. It's good to be careful. I've had a pancreas attack twice, and they're never fun. They're always painful. It's like it's the one time in your life you can feel your back in the most painful way.
Well, the root word of pancreas, right?
Pain.
Yeah.
Yeah. So eat wise, my friends. Drink wise.
Oh yes, I don't recommend large amounts of sugar in your coffee. And I am trying to cut down.
Well, the one thing you could try out if it's in your budget is zero sugar items. Sometimes they're very hit and miss. You either get something that's really good that's sugar free, like with stevia in it, or it tastes really sweet and you just don't like it.
Right.
Yeah, I have a lot more misses so far on sugar-free stuff that it kind of put me off it, because none of them taste quite right. There's always something weird.
It's
with
the
it,
flavor of the artificial sugars. Now the stevia, I like the stevia. It's just
What
the
is
blue.
stevia?
Stevia is the plant-based sugars, and
Okay.
it's a plant.
Sugar is a plant, though.
Yeah, but it's like it's from the stevia. It's the name of the plant.
It's
Okay.
a different type of sugar. Type of sugar. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it actually tastes like sugar, unlike like Sweet and Low or the blue stuff, Equate or Equal or whatever. That stuff doesn't taste like sugar.
Aspartame.
Yeah, aspartame. Yeah, and has been known to cause cancer in rats.
Mm.
Yep. And when you look for sugar-free things, it's one of the things that make sure that what type of sugar is in it or the substitutes in it, because aspartame is not good for the body. But stevia has so far no recollection of anything downfall.
Fair enough.
Fair.
I mean, I don't know what the UK uses for sugar-free stuff.
I don't know, but I tell you what, UK has healthier foods than the US. The US is
That
like,
is
let's
true.
add sugar. The US is like, let's add sugar to anything. You want sugar?
Yeah.
We added sugar. There you go.
I
Hey,
mean,
you
there is
know-
some that we aren't allowed, like some of your foods that we can't import or anything because they are deemed not healthy enough for us.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on, just let us have a bit of fun. Let us live.
Oh yeah.
At least you guys get Twinkies, right?
I think so, yeah. In shops that manage to get American ones. It's not like in your everyday shop.
All right. Ooh, really quick, let's say hi to some people in chat. We got Backwoods planting those trees so you don't have to.
What's up, backwoods?
Sure, that's right. Backwoods. We got Brock's Cabin, which is zombie, decaying zombie. What's up, decaying zombie? Have a wonderful podcast, guys. I was enjoying, but I can talk. Can't talk currently. I have teeth taken out today. Oh no, that's not fun.
Oh,
Yes, it's zombie. We can tell by your picture. All right. So we were having a lively discussion about the wonderful world of DLCs and how we love DLCs. If a game doesn't have 1,500 DLCs, it's not worth buying. That was the conversation before the show. KJ's like, man, if I spend $15 on a show, I better have $15 on a game. I better have $800 in DLC.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, if I'm not going broke on downloadable content, you know, and if I can win the game without downloadable content, I don't want to play it. I think that it's a shame that more games aren't milking me for money.
Right.
I've got no problem with DLC. There are things that have done it right, but there's other ones where they charge you for a base game, but you barely get anything in the base game because everything is in the DLC, and that's the ones that I'm not a fan of.
It's called pay to win, baby.
Exactly. I want to pay for my game, and that be it. Is that too
Right.
much to ask for?
No, it's not. You should a game should be complete when you buy it. DLC should just be extra stuff. You know,
That's the way it was in the PlayStation 2 era and things, because they couldn't update a game. They couldn't take content out and things. What
Yeah,
you
I
got
like-
was what you got.
I
Never
like
to
a
change.
game. I like playing a game that's finished. I hate playing games where I feel like, well, if I need to beat this game, I need to spend an extra $20.
See, that's why I kind of miss like the shareware generation. You know, if you liked the game and you wanted to see more of that game that was unfinished, you'd send a donation to the game developer, and you'd pretty much be part of funding the creation of the rest of the game. Where with games being put out nowadays, they're unfinished, they're glitchy, they have if you want to be able to play the game appropriately, you have to spend $100 on, well, you have to get this armor and you have to get this sword and you have to pay for this membership package and you have to pay for our server rights. And then not only did you spend $50 on the game, but guess what? You didn't even buy the last level of the game because the last level is a DLC.
Yep.
Really quick, I want to say hello to Hansel. What's up, Hansel?
Hansel.
Yes, War Stats is a perfect example of a self-made game. That's right. We got Duckmaster Gaming. Whoa, whoa. Hello. Hello.
Quack, quack. Oh, wait, Dark Master. Sorry. I thought I said Duck Master. I need to wake up.
They have made Sims 4 to be free, but there's like £800 worth of DLC. So probably put that into dollars is something like at least $1,000.
Yeah.
So if you want a complete game, you're spending $1,000 for a game. Seems insane.
Already just still the high seas. Not that I encourage that, but you know.
Well, think about this. Trading card games are the original DLCs of life. Like they come out the base game, you can play that. Come out with another set, which is basically a DLC to extend your game life, so you can have different things to play with, and they do that lots.
But the difference between a trading card game and a video game is that you actually get a physical product that you could physically use when you're not playing on their servers or you're not playing on a game, you know. And you with like say like Magic the Gathering, you're getting your additional content one card at a time if you're going to your TCG shop because I need to fill my hole, or you're cracking your packs to hope you get that thing. You're still at least getting the physical content, and you can still win the game with without having that extra content.
Oh yeah, and the developer of the game isn't going to come up to your house and go, give me back those Magic cards now. Sorry, we've lost the copyright or trade whatever. Which has happened, like Planet Coaster, one of the DLCs, and they do it with many games. They remove DLC because they've lost the
rights.
legal aspect, the rights. Thank you, I lost the word. The rights to it.
You're right. Like it's not like the DLC like hard copies to the disc. It's So when you trade the disc, you can be like, it's a complete edition. No, when you trade the disc or sell the disc or give the disc to a friend, they're getting the base game, but all the DLC you have is now wasted money other than time played.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know?
it's true. This is why I kind of like have like a personal dislike towards the modern gaming generation is because the modern gaming generation, especially digital gaming, it's milking you for every cent you have, and you'd think that I'd be used to that being an arcade child.
Mhm.
You're playing 5 minutes of a game, you have to go back, throw another dollar into the token machine, go back and play your game, and you're used to getting milked for every quarter at a time.
Oh, yeah.
But with the DLCs, it's like, okay, and this DLC that you've paid $11 for, rather than a quarter to play your 5 minutes worth of gaming, which you only get that DLC for a month sometimes on certain case scenarios because, this DLC is only for this campaign now. And now, so not only are you paying for DLCs and your memberships, now you're paying for individual campaigns. And so you've paid $50 for that. And by the time it comes out to it, and like Jesse said, you've already spent $300 on your game and you still can't win because, it turns out, this is a simulator game now. And there really is no winning to it. So you're buying DLCs for winnable content on a game that's not winnable.
Right, especially for The Sims.
It's like that scene in Wayne's World when the game developers for the arcade games, he's sitting there and saying, yeah, there's no winning to the game. All the kids do is keep on popping quarters in the machine, but you can't win. There's no way to win that last level, but you think there is. And remember Wayne's World and that guy?
Yeah.
That's the gaming market today. All right, really quick. Kensel's asking, speaking of TCGs, anyone mess with any MetaZoo? No, I have not. The first
MetaZoo is making a comeback.
I have not, but I heard it's coming back too.
So I do know a friend that loves to keep thinking that local's MetaZoo.
What?
Yeah, that's super with 2 R's.
Yeah. It's his personal way of entering a stream and saying hello by going, "Is this MetaZoo?"
MetaZoo.
I swear, it's like he's trying to revive it on his own. I don't even know if he likes the game, but he just
Yeah.
there's something certainly he likes about it.
Hansel says his dad sent him a bunch of sealed MetaZoo for his birthday, and he just kept them sealed. Wow. Well, I really don't know too much about MetaZoo other than I remember the first round of MetaZoo came out. There was a whole debacle with the whole scam that they never really did the product, and they came out again. Someone bought it, started doing MetaZoo. So I have no clue what's with MetaZoo right now.
Yeah, the new owners are completely revamping. Unfortunately, there will not be any reimbursement for those people who invested in the game and never got their cards. But the new owners have declared that this game will be putting out stuff, and they're not going to be asking for help from the community, which is something that's really nice because the previous version of MetaZoo, the developers had asked nothing but community help. There was community help this, community help that. Join our donation page and donate to it, and then they didn't go any further. They made very little cards. They put very little out in print, and then their next season that they were supposed to do, they didn't even print, and they ended up collecting so much money from people.
Ooh, yeah, because I remember the first round was horrific. Then I remember they got bought out.
I believe they also didn't give their players their prizes and things like that. So obviously, which puts a bad taste in players' mouths on something.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you're gonna invest some, get something back.
Hansel, absolutely. Your OG meta cards that are sealed are absolutely worth something. Sealed up.
There's something of a commodity for sure. There's history to it, so that makes it nostalgic.
I mean, there might be a small market of people that actually are interested in it, but there will be people that want it, or some people just like it collectors. My friend he likes dead card games, so he just likes opening the packs and seeing what there was or
He likes
is.
dead card games. He must have a lot of Star Wars.
Yes, he has got a lot of
Oh,
Star Wars he's done. He's gone Star Wars, Star Trek, Divorce Dad. Like honestly, some of the videos he puts up, I'm even surprised there's actually a TCG for it.
Right,
Like,
right.
oh, okay. That this came out.
Monster Rancher had a
Oh,
TCG.
Hansel's just said it's sealed boxes as well.
Oh, neat.
Oh.
It's still boxes too. That's crazy.
Someone's gonna have some money in the future.
you are sitting on a fortune.
Well,
Fortune of cardboard. Boop boop.
to the right person at least.
Yep.
Yeah.
To the right person. You know, the person who wants it will probably look for it. Boop boop. So yeah. Anyways, that's that. And just to let you know, our advice is not PSA graded or nothing. So take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah, just because I'm sealed up in a glass jar does not mean there's a PSA grade.
Of
anything more than
5.
Oh, my PSA grading is 3.0. There's
Close enough.
huge crease in my corners.
No.
Told
Fair
my
enough.
dad when I get them that if I hit 10K subs, I'd crack them open on live, but didn't know they are like my Pokemon cards. Interesting. Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to keep those sealed away for in the future. To sell them to someone and they'll buy it for a good price, hopefully.
Mhm.
Crack them on Whatnot if you're gonna turn around and sell them. Crack them on Whatnot.
Crack them on Whatnot. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Heck
I'm-
yeah.
Thinking of Whatnot and stuff, we got to get to.
You are watching Super Fast Tortoise.
Put up a fight, gonna leave them all in fright. Playing Magic the Gathering on a Saturday night. So many creatures, casting spells with all his might. Sipping on more coffee to stay awake and bright.
Oh, look at us. We made it to the first portion of the day. Not first portion, because we just had the first portion. This is a 3-course meal, and we're in the middle of it. And the middle of it takes us down a long, lonesome road where me and my brother Kyle here, and we met a demon in the middle of the road. And he said, I don't know what he said.
you angels?
That's right.
And we said, nay, we are but men.
That's right. Now we just need that voice. Rock on. I don't have a rocker's voice. I'm not Jack Black. But anyways, Hillbilly.
Yo.
In this time of day where it gets foggy, the temperature rises, and the denseness becomes blindly. What are we supposed to be searching for here?
Well, I guess it's time for the card of the day.
Card of the day. Combo breaker.
Whoa.
Cool.
Cool. Well, I thought of you, Hillbilly, when I saw this card. You do run a land deck.
Yeah, this would work perfect in it.
It's like a $2 card. So if you want to purchase it or anything, it's a good card to look for. Like I want to get a copy for the deck I'm building.
No.
Costs a generic and a green. It's called Elfheim Sanctuary. It's an enchantment that says at the beginning of your upkeep, search your library for a basic land card. Reveal that card and put it in your hand. If you do, since it says if you do, it's a May ability. Skip your draw step this turn and shuffle your library.
Cool.
Yeah. So at the beginning of your upkeep, you can search for a basic land card instead of drawing a card. So if you want those landfall triggers, here you go. And if anybody's wondering, the artwork is showcasing KJ before he was a head in a jar. He was once worshipped as a tribal elf warrior.
I still have the outfit. The
That's
crown
right.
still fits, but everything else doesn't.
Right.
Neck down, it got a little too big.
Right. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool card. Pretty good functionality. If you're running a landfall deck, this is good for the deck. If you're running a deck that really relies on some lands and mana base, this is really good. Because it's not until you hit a basic land, it's until you hit any land. So, yeah. Search your library for a basic land card. No, it's a basic land card. I'm thinking of a different card. My lord, where's my head today?
Somewhere.
Somewhere over the rainbow.
Yeah. I was gonna say where the sun don't shine, but okay.
Mugen.
Mugen. Yeah. Is it on Arena? What on Arena?
This card.
No, this card is definitely not on Arena. This card is way before Arena. It's not. It's not. It hasn't been standard for years.
Yep.
Yeah, it'd be brutal on my Jeffrey Blunt deck. Nice. It's a fun card. It's a good card. Secret Tech. And then with that, we're going to get some memes of the day, which all the memes, self-show here, were created by me today. I created them in the morning. Let's get to the first one. Boom. This morning, inspired by imagination and drink before you get your ass kicked.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That one's got a little salt on it.
Oh, yeah.
It is.
You can tell it's definitely AI. Like, yeah, two down, one head connected to each other.
2 eyes, 1 head.
See, that's called animation effect. He moved really quick when this picture was snapped.
Yeah.
You got that frame blurs.
Because the tail and back end on the one side is blurry as opposed to the tail and back end on the other side, which is in full focus. So obviously he moved really quick.
Really quick.
Really?
Yeah, but still a fun picture. Like when you look at it, you see the dinosaur, you see the little fairy looking thingies, the little monstrous looking thingies in the cup of coffee. Yeah.
Little baby duck fairies.
Yeah, baby duck fairies. Quack quack. But yeah, the second meme of the day. Boom. So my spirit animal is a cat drinking coffee.
That does suit you, though.
Mm-hmm. This is also KJ spirit animal.
I enjoyed this one.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed this one.
It looks like a painting, even though it's all AI generated.
Yep.
It kind of does look like a painting.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next picture is a cartoon of Hillbilly when he's in Muppet mode.
That's the one I was laughing about earlier.
Mm. Yeah. Today's coffee is brought to you by Be Quiet Till It's Gone. It's a decent AI generated cartoon.
Yeah.
Like, I looked at his finger on one of his hands.
Yeah.
Like, it looks like it'd be disappearing, or he could be scratching his chest. So I'm like,
Yeah.
well, that's workable.
Yep.
It just reminds me of Hillbilly so much.
Yes, it does.
Hillbilly now needs to dye his hair blue.
I'm shaving it off anyway once I get to 1,000.
Once you get to 1,000.
Yep.
So you're going to dye your hair blue, then shave it.
Yeah.
I will.
And I believe like a couple months ago, somebody suggested that you get cornrows before you shave it.
Yeah.
Blue cornrows sounds good to me.
Corn rolls. Yep. I like corn rolls. Like, cornbread. So delicious.
Oh.
All right. Now, the last meme of the day, I actually was surprised it turned out very well for AI. Was even your heroes need coffee. Like it was the first time the AI did a good job on a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's still things about it that are kind of funky, like 3 fingers, with claws, whatever.
Yes.
But it turned out very well. Like, you look at it, you recognize it as a turtle, even though it's blurry.
Hey, just because Michelangelo needs to trim his nails, we don't have to shame on him.
Don't shame on him. Don't shame on him. But don't you know the lore? The turtle's got 2 fingers and a thumb.
Well, maybe he's the next mutation.
Maybe.
By the way, that was a
Never know.
reference to a very horrible Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles live action TV show. The next mutation.
Yeah, I caught the reference. The next mutation was when they brought the sister in the first time.
Yep.
Venus. I believe.
Venus, yeah, the fifth turtle. Yeah, Venus, the light blue turtle. Beep, 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 beep. Sorry, I'm uploading, and there we go. There we go. Yep.
There we go.
Then, with that, my friends, if you got a picture of the day you want to share with us, you can share your picture of the day on Discord. Get shouted out. Be awesome. Be amazing. Be cool. You know, and we're going to get to the question of the day, which is segmented right here.
Presented by Discord, we have the question of the day.
The question of the day is brought to you by Mad Saxon, Tibalts apprentice. He actually came with a question that I thought was intriguing.
Sorry about the lighting there. Tibalts Apprentice here. Here's the question for today. What keyword from Magic's past would you bring back and put on a card today? That's my question.
Ooh.
Annihilator.
Annihilator! Says Hillbilly. Who's invisible?
I wouldn't mind having Storm back. I know it's too powerful to come back, but still.
They actually did bring Storm back a little on Modern Horizons. They've been slowly making Storm cards here and there.
Yeah.
We got a little bit in standard right now.
Oh, interesting.
Interesting. But yeah, so Annihilator would be Hillbilly's choice. He likes making people sacrifice things,
Yep.
even though he hates being milled.
Yep.
Like Hillbilly loves things that he hates being dealt to himself.
Exactly.
like if he's doing it, he's like, hey, it's just a part of the game. If you do it to him, he's like, I hate this game. This game sucks. All right. Why are you invisible, Hillbilly?
I don't know. Let me turn myself back on.
That's right.
Ah, there you
Yeah,
go.
well, there you are. Woo, woo. Look at that handsome face. Handsome says, I love getting milled. Dude, you should have seen the last game Hillbilly and I played where I was getting milled. We were all getting milled to death, and I was like, is this like a party or should I feel threatened? Because I was playing a reanimator deck, and this guy just kept pumping good cards in my graveyard.
Yeah.
Hey, Feldy, what's up?
What's up? Swamp Walk. Yeah, Swamp Walk is a good mechanic.
I was gonna say land walk. That doesn't exist anymore.
Yep, that was a mechanic. Land walk. They had island walk, plains walk. They had mountain walk. Basically, if your opponent controls this basic land, it can't be blocked.
But there was also a counter mechanic, wasn't it? Like anti-land walk or something like that. I'm still new to your terms.
Not a mechanic, but they had a couple cards that said if someone had like a land walk ability, they could block it. Basically, like it was a counter action to it. So yeah. So we got Annihilator, we got Storm, we got Landwalk. Hellwheeler, you used to play the game.
Yep, I did. I don't
Well-
really remember many of the cards, though, to be fair.
Oh, you don't remember the mechanics you loved?
I mean, I'm more of one that likes to buff them. So if you take my lolcow deck, for example, I've got several different things in there, which if you bring them out, everyone else that's already on the field just gets a massive mega boost.
Nice.
So that's kind of the style I like to go with. And then things I also like, I think your one is flying.
Right.
So that's kind of, buff each other up and then kind of keep yourself out of reach of others.
So you kind of like a Voltron style deck. for sure. Where you kind of buff one or two creatures really big and swinging huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just
Pretty
make
cool.
mine kind of scary so people don't want to attack me because they're like, oh, she's got like tons and tons of health. What am I meant to do?
From what I understand, a lot of the mechanics that are depreciated, I guess, or no longer exist, still kind of do from what you guys have told me in the past. Like Morth is now disguise, and Shroud is now hex proof or something.
Well, Shroud and Disguise are very similar, but there's differences. Shroud and Hexproof are two different things. Shroud is no one can target a creature. Even you can't target the creature Shroud if it's yours. Hexproof is your opponent's. So yeah, that's confusing because it's like the American language. You have a word for everything. There's some words that sound similar that do different things. Yeah. Everybody just got quiet on me.
I was being educated. Everybody else went quiet.
We were just digesting the information that we had received, and
I thought Hillbilly just
filing
froze
it
for a
away
second.
within our brain things.
So, if I were to bring back a mechanic, I'd bring back, and I'd try to make it good, better than what it used to be. I'd bring back Graft, which is a counters ability where a creature come into play with +1/+1 counters on it, but its power and toughness was 0/0, so I relied on those counters. But I had an interesting mechanic where if a creature came into play, you can move a counter from an existing creature with Graft and put it onto that new creature to buff it up. And if you had multiple creatures with Graft on the board and you played one creature, you can move multiple counters from each creature to that creature. And this was during a time where they focused the mechanic of the set, or that guild, where they cared about counters and worked with you to help you do things. So it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. You gotta love it. Graft. The reason why Graft I'd bring back is it was the first major deck I built in Magic that I really enjoyed, and the set that really got me into Magic. Graft, Masters of the Universe. I'm kidding. You're muted, Hellwheeler.
I'm here. Sorry, my phone just made a bleeply dooply noise, so I wanted to silence that so it didn't interfere with everyone else's conversations. Because a couple of people can bleep through on my phone when it's on a certain mode.
That makes sense, because they're probably important to you.
Exactly. Normally, it's my mum probably just sending a message saying, "How are you doing? Just checking you're all right. Have you got basketball this weekend? Everything all good over there?"
Right. Keeping up. Make sure you're fine. Yeah. Hansel says trample and with first strike goes way hard. That's why it goes really good. Trample with that touch goes further too. Heroes Bane Hydra. Yep. And now they have this magical themed term called exhaust, which I am not a fan of exhaust. You got an ability that only lasts once each game. All right, freaking hate bounce. Have a good day at work, Hansel. Thanks for stopping by. And thinking of times and fun times going on, we got to get to.
Don't forget to like this video and subscribe.
Moves, the strategies, and the flair. Super fast tortoise is running the show. The crowd goes wild wherever he goes.
Whoa. Look at us. We're at the second part of the show. The third part of the show, where we talk about the topic of the day. And the question of the day was very thematic to the topic of the day, because the topic of the day is what if you made your own TCG, right? What if you made your own TCG? And the monologue is kind of short. Let me get to it. Boop. Wait, I didn't write there. No, hold on. If you designed your own trading card game, what would your focus be? What would you do for a theme? Would it be a fun one-time game, a set game like Magic the Gathering, or a base game with expansions? How would you play it? Get creative. Let's go with it. Right? So, what if you created your own Magic the Gathering game? Or trading card game? Because it doesn't have to be like Magic the Gathering. What would you do? I mean, would it be self-referential? What if you made a trading card game where all the cards were basically based on trading and combat tricks? Like, some cards have stipulations. If you trade this card, you must give 2 extra commons.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
Hmm?
And unfortunately, I have to go for today.
All right, bud. Have a good one, Mugenfool.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I just gotta take care of Grandma.
All right, take care of Grandma.
See you guys next time.
See ya later.
You got to enjoy the wholesome feel that you get from that.
Yep.
Yep. So
what kind of TCG? Okay.
Yeah. What kind of TCG would you design? Right. I mean, I'm pretty sure y'all have one time thought about this in its own right. Like, if you designed your own TCG, what would you do? What would be an interesting mechanic? Like, if Tortoise designed a card game, and which I started designing a card game, and I kind of lost track because my bipolar disorder, my attention span faded out. But I had a game that at the time wasn't based on sagas, but now sagas are out. You'd think of a saga where you had these creatures who had 3 small abilities on them, and each turn you would have the ability to choose a different ability. So you get ability 1, 2, or 3, right? And wow. Someone killed a bug. So you have ability 1, 2, or 3, and you choose, and you're able to choose an ability that you didn't choose before until all abilities are chosen. So you got 3 different abilities. Now, some creatures would have a static ability and a couple different abilities, but the whole point of the abilities was to give you a different flavor for a different part of the game. So each turn couldn't be the same. So you couldn't strategize around one theme completely. Like, there was a theme to the abilities, but there wasn't a theme to repetitiveness, consistency. And those were like your commander cards. Then, man, a lot of ideas I came up with later on became real ideas and real games. Because I had this ability where the mana was like creatures, like 0-drop creatures with zero power, and you sacrificed them to add mana. Hillbilly, he's falling asleep.
No.
Yeah,
I'm listening.
You're chicken bobbing. That's funny. All right. If you're tired, that's fine. I get it. Yeah, I know you sleep as well as a penguin.
Yep.
In the cold.
Well, plus my heat is out also.
Yep.
So it's hard to sleep in the cold.
Mm-hmm. Right. So mana based in this card game was like little creatures that are free creatures, had no attack ability. You could block with them. They're more worthless attacking.
Mm-hmm.
And you could sacrifice them for mana and whatnot. And you got a bunch of them. They're kind of like tokens. You had things that generated mana to improve your game. And in this realm, you have different equipments. You have different card types based on what card types did. Like I had a creature theme for one color, where the color was reanimation, but instead of milling being the tactic to get cards in your own graveyard, you'd have to actually search for cards in your graveyard. So you have to spend mana to search for cards in your deck to throw in your graveyard to get these things out, sacrificing creatures and manas. It was interesting. It was interesting, but I don't know. It's probably a bad idea in the long run, but I tried it. I like in my original logo. In my original logo from Super Fast Horse, where I was holding the black cards, I actually had the back design of the card designed, show me holding up the cards.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Well, there's a lot more to it, but I was just talking to kind of fill in time to give people time to think. So maybe they came up with their thoughts and memories, or came up with ideas like, hey, I don't know, KJ?
Well, I have quite often come up with several concepts for TCGs. I like the concept of TCGs and board games being mixed. I do also like the concept of tabletop games. And the TCG market has grown quite a bit to include tabletop games in their brethren, particularly with the direction that Aether Drift is going with the racetrack that they're trying to put out there. I've come up with a couple of ideas in the past that were similar to like Aether Drift's idea, where you had to have like a little board, a game board, along with your TCG to play along with.
Ooh.
And every time I've thought about this concept, the theming itself has changed.
Mm-hmm.
But it's always some sort of adventure-based game that you require your cards for powers, items, and types of attacks. And those would be the three different types of cards that you would have. And then you would have a game piece that would represent your character.
Interesting.
And like D&D, you would come up with your character lore that would come up and work with your power card, your item card, and your attack card.
Mm-hmm. Hansel says, and to change your stats further, you can add separate QR code to change your card again. Oh, interesting. I like that idea. I get what you're saying. Right here, make your own cards, but the codes mutate them like Digimon. Interesting. That's an interesting concept. Yes. And to take a picture of a hammer, boom, let the stats scan the barcode of Red Bull and say keep them type. Now you have flying hammer that gives plus X plus X until depending on the volume of your Red Bull. That's interesting. That's an interesting concept, actually. It's very ADHD. Muted option. Yeah. Someone's thinking interactive. That's a clever way. But
sorry.
I was just about to bring you back in, KJ, so you're good.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt, though, either way. So it reminded me of a concept that we had talked about in a previous TCG building conversation about a card where you could, that was Digimon style. But we had talked about once before, if you had a QR code that you can scan with your phone, and then you can play away from the gaming table as well. I think you could add that to the Digimon concept.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. You know, what if the TCG you designed was not a trading card game, but was a trading card game board game where you had trading cards, and the point of the game is to build decks like a deck builder game, and in order to get new cards, you had to trade cards from your deck and you had to follow a list of rules to like trade up so you get more cards, or trade down and get less cards. 1 for 1. You could trade with players, or there's a way you can trade at the game, but the game incentivizes you to trade with other players because it costs more to trade from the game.
Mm-hmm. Be interesting if Wizards could do something like that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I think
I got a lot of cards I don't play with. I would love to be able to flip them for a rare, mythic rare, or a card of the same rarity that I need for another deck.
Right, yeah.
I had just the worst idea ever, and I kind of want to troll collectors and TCG players in a game. It's the worst idea ever, and but if you want to troll your market, this is going to be the way to do it. What you do is you create rare cards that gamers don't want to play with, and collectors are going to want to collect, and then you're going to create common cards that collectors won't want, but gamers are going to absolutely want. Just troll your client base by making by just screwing with the TCG economy.
That's funny. That'd be funny. Hellwheeler, you've been quiet. Any thoughts from your end?
Oh, yeah, no. My card game would definitely involve cats, obviously, as well as it would involve chairs.
Yeah.
So,
maybe your trading card game would be cats and thrones, and then you'll have scratch abilities and pet abilities and feed me abilities.
I will be my game. If I'm at a game, be about dogs and cats. And how the dogs eat the cats to get ahead.
How dogs eat the cats.
No, I think it'd be some sort of like so you'd send your attacking cats out. You've got their chairs, obviously, so you've got a cat on your chair because everyone knows that cats will not get off your chairs.
That's right.
So they're heading out. You've got a variety of different wheelchairs. You'll have your power chairs, your sports chairs, your day chairs, all different kinds. So you've got your different types of attackers, obviously. Like maybe a sports chair one's going to be a fast one.
So your chair would be like a relic card.
Yes.
Well, you'll have a 1-1 printed since you only have one chair that the cats love to take.
Yep.
But this is like we've got an army of everyone has lost their chairs. Like all the disabled people in the world, our cats have taken our chairs and headed off.
So you're going to get cancelled.
So you've got all of these different types of chairs available because the cats aren't picky as to which one they take. It's it's the one you're not sitting on. So if you happen to be sitting on one of your chairs, you get to keep it.
Coaches.
There, you've lost. So you got the different ones coming, and then of course you're going to need some sort of pit crew because unfortunately our chairs do break. We get a puncture in our tires, or our batteries die in our power chairs. So you're going to have a pit crew that's going to come in, and that's going to like buff it, I think.
Right.
As it like changes or gives you maybe better tires or something. And then as much as the chairs need repairing and maintenance, the kiddies need downtime. So there's going to also have to be something for that so that the cats get fed in, playtime.
Well, first of all, hello, Coaches Magic. What's up? And I guess you could do a smell your finger TCG where every card's a scratch and sniff thing where like there's a scratch sticker on it. You scratch it and you sniff it to smell the flavor.
You can add this concept to Jesse's concept too, because if you ever have a cat before they even let you pet them, even if they're your own cat, they have to sniff your hand.
That's right.
Just saying. It could be a game mechanic added to Jesse's concept.
Yeah. Scratch sniff. It smells like wet food.
Yep.
Like I have a cat that'll give me kisses on the nose and it has that kind of disgusting wet food smell, and you're like, thank you for the kisses. That's disgusting.
Who does not appreciate a little bit of salmon flavor in a kiss?
Salmon, chicken, or beef. But yeah. Oh my lord. That's cool. Like cool ideas. Like your game will be like exploding kittens, but you have chairs.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe not have them exploding or trying to defuse. That's stressful, you know. We're playing exploding kittens. We don't want our cat to explode, and it comes up. And you're like, I must get a defuse off someone else. Ah.
Yeah.
So maybe not have them explode. I mean,
Right.
that's already been done. So, but I'm not sure whether they're going out to race the chairs or fight. I haven't. I don't know that far ahead.
Well, we know what kind
So
of
how
game
you-
back. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So how you play Hellwheeler's game is you set the board up with the cats and everything, and you take a nap. And when you wake up and you see how the cats played with the cards, we'll show you how the battle went.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a card game you play with your cat.
Ooh, I got the name of the game. There's gonna be a cat fight.
Kitty meow meow.
Mad kitty meow meow. That's right. You know, that was the name of my first cat when I moved out of my parents' house.
Now, backwoods collector. We already know what he's wanting to do. Make a shoot a game. We hit the cards.
Shoot the cards.
Yep.
I get to be player one.
Each card comes with a target practice. But yeah, I think it's interesting the mechanics you could have because in a game, and I think the different ways you can think of a trading card game or a game all together could be fun.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, cats and chairs. Can you imagine if Hellwheeler made her card game, and the whole point of the game is about getting cats and somehow putting them in a chair to win the game?
Somehow, there's no somehow about it. The cat's going to get in the chair easy enough that you don't need to convince them.
Cats
Chairs
and dogs playing together.
Trust me, I leave my chair within seconds. There is another one on it.
And they
You do not need to convince them.
But see, they miraculously somehow made it on your chair. See, you need the mechanic to put them on your chair. Like, how do you get them on your chair? You're playing from the cat's point of view.
Yeah, they're probably just trying to keep. They're probably just trying to keep your chair warm.
Now, I think there needs to be a merge card where you can have multiple cats on a single chair for double the power of your card. And so if you combine that merge card with your item card, which be your chair, and your creature card, you'll be able to merge two creatures, which will be two cats, to your item card with your merge card.
Merge card. Oh, yeah. But yeah, I think it's interesting. I think you all came up with great ideas just for fun games, for a fun little game. I like the Hansel's idea for a game too, where he made it completely interactive with your phone. That's an interesting take on it.
Yeah, I think that's a great take on it. And plus, we've seen this with Magic and a few others giving out codes to their online games, so you can play online with a pack of cards. And if you could merge your gameplay to be able to do digital and physical gameplay at the same time, I think that would be a great little advantage to the current generation of younger kids who are attached to their phones. So yeah, I think I definitely Cancel has like a winning concept.
Oh yeah, yeah, it could definitely be rocking and rolling. You know, I think it would be an interesting concept is if you had trading cards. And you get the cards in real life, and you scan the cards to an app, and the app worked like a Tamagotchi, where you feed and pet and take care of the animal. But when you bounce into a friend, you can make your little animal monsters fight.
Okay. I like that.
The idea is not completely new because when Tamagotchi was popular, they made these little monster versions that you can connect your little Tamagotchi things to your friend's Tamagotchi, and they duke it out.
Yeah, I remember that too. Yeah, they were very glitchy. You had to be like super close to each other to be able to have those Tamagotchis duke it out.
Mhm. But like I think something like that could fly in today's world, where you get the physical product for the digital product.
Yep.
That'd be cool.
Absolutely. Plus with and unlike like say like Arena, where it's a separate game altogether. If you have like say for example, let's just say they said, okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a gameplay mode on Arena or some TCG style online game. But if you have the physical card, you and you own those, you don't have to buy or pay for additional packs to own those cards in your digital version of the game. I think that'd be great. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah, it sounds like it could be fun. Hansel is saying, yeah, they made stuff that was close but never went quite far enough, and now AI can make art. That's right. That's right, everybody. That is right. Boop, 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 boop. And with that, we get to
Hit that subscribe button. Become a part of the creep.
Too much to take. Show is lit. MTG3, are you game? Rise, creep, rise. Building a following as we gain. Spitting fire like a dragon. No one can bring us down. MTG3 in the house. We own this town. Ripping through the beats with a fury.
Woo! What a fun conversation. We actually went really well. I appreciate that,
Yep.
you guys. But it's time to get to the shill section. Trust me, I don't know what. I had a hard night's sleeping last night. If you can't tell, I've been tired all day since I woke up. So we're gonna get to the shill section, and we're gonna call it a good day. So let's get to Hellwheeler to shill the first.
Hey, it's podcast night tonight, so I'll leave that for Dan. But afterwards, it's the community playtime, and it looks like the vote on the poll is being won by Borderlands pre-sequel. So that will be what we'll be playing later tonight.
Cool.
If you have it and want to join us in a part of our Discord, etc., then just put a little shout out. And we will see what we can do. Although I know it took us a while to try and find each other on Borderlands. But hey, we will try at least.
Yeah, try. That's right. You'll try. You know, also will try. kjcowboydan will try.
Hey, howdy, hey, boys and girls. So, as Jesse was saying, tonight is podcast night. Tonight will be chat and chill podcast night because Jesse and I did not meet up all week long to plan our show. So we're deciding to do a chat and chill because you know why? It wasn't Jesse's fault and it wasn't my fault. We've been gaming. And also, we've been planning season 2 of Procrasticraft. Season 1 of Procrasticraft will be coming to an end on February 25th. And anybody who wants a copy of the Procrasticraft Realm to play on their own personal devices, please contact me on Discord via kjcowboydan on Discord or at the Winged Beast Entertainment Discord server. And you will get a free copy of the way the Procrasticraft Realm looks as of February 25th. Also, on February 25th will be our last gameplay on the Procrasticraft Realm. And with that February 25th gameplay, we are going to change it to hardcore, last man standing, and we are going to nuke the server.
I was going to say, surely the last day we're nuking the server, but if you put it on the hardcore, we're going to be dead very quickly.
That's the point. Last
knowing
man
our
standing.
2 plans, knowing how well we survive.
Well, we'll be dead. It'll probably be up to Kaz and the rest of them. Yeah. But everybody who's currently on the Procrasticraft Season 1 server will be whitelisted for Procrasticraft Season 2, which will be a Java Edition server, which is already established. And those people who are content creators, moderators for content creators who are going to be in the realm can join. We're going to allow, our server will allow triple the amount of people on the new realm for Procrasticraft. So make sure you hit me up on, or Jesse or Kaz on the Winged Beast Entertainment server if you or your mods would like to be part of Procrasticraft Season 2. Also, the option is still available for Jesse's Patreon members and my subscribers to be entered into a spinner wheel to be able to play Procrasticraft with Jesse and myself. Thank you very much. That's all I have to say.
There we go. There we go. There we go. Now it's time for the Hillbilly.
Hey, everybody. The channel's at 763 subs. I'd like to thank all my subscribers for that. Appreciate you. And appreciate all my new subscribers. It's awesome. But anyway, today's Wednesday, so it's just going to be another regular arena stream this afternoon at 2 o'clock. And other than that, we'll also be going over spoilers this afternoon too during the stream. That's all we got. That's all I got planned for today.
All right. Sounds good. Sounds good. So tonight is Wednesday, or today is Wednesday, and tonight I'm going to be playing some Transformers Devastation. Probably going to have a hard time trying to defeat the boss, but the point is we're going to play the game and try to beat the game tonight, if possible. So make sure to be around for that if you want to check that out. Other than that, we got regular stuff going on. I want to thank everybody for being part of the show, being here. I want to thank Hillbilly, KJ, Hellwheeler, Mugenfool, who was here earlier, and everybody in chat who made this today lively and fun, because chat makes lives really fun and chill and awesome. We appreciate you 100%. But I want to remind you that you guys are amazing, that someone loves you, and someone's thinking about you. And if you can, make someone's day a little bit brighter, because you might be the change someone needs today. And with that, my friends, have a good night.
I totally want to thank you for watching today's video. I really appreciate it, 100%. Like this video as if it's your favorite kind of pizza, dude. And if you wouldn't mind, consider smashing that subscribe button and hit that bell for notifications. Every one of these things you do helps the channel out a lot.
The moves, the strategies, and the flair. Super fast tortoise is running the show. The crowd goes wild wherever he goes. Shell shock, go. The tortoise way. He's the one to watch, the king of MTG play.